I applied for an adjustment of status I-485 and petitioned from my U.S. citizen wife in May of 2018. We went to the interview together in October and they approved the marriage and the I-130, but they kept the I-485 pending and asked me for an I-601 waiver because of misrepresentation. I went ahead and filed the I-601 in February, but I haven't received anything until today about my waiver. When will I actually know? Also, my EAD expires in 4 months.
If you just filled out a form and submitted it, you're going to get denied. You got to prove extreme and unusual hardship to your spouse, so I hope you did it. I don't know whether you did it right or not, so I don't know when you're going to hear from them.
Okay, Tiana says, USCIS denied my husband's case after 8 months waiting with no work permit. We recently reapplied with the copies of the letter. We have already received the confirmation they have received the applications. Now, I want to know if we still have to get fingerprinted and how long will it take to receive the work permit?
When did they refile again?
Got denied after 8 months waiting with no work permit. They just said recently reapplied.
If you redid everything exactly the same way you did before, you'll get denied a second time. You're not going to get a work permit. Obviously, you're doing something wrong. I don't know how long it's going to take, assuming you did everything right, 5-6 months.
Jack is in a pickle. He said, I applied for my adjustment of status in April of 2019 with my wife, who's a U.S. citizen, and got fingerprinted last Friday. I was told by USCIS that my work permit would take 6 to 7 months, but my wife is 9 months pregnant right now, so she's about to take 1 to 2 months off from her work after the delivery, and she's also going to need surgery after that. Can I apply for any kind of expedited work permit with USCIS in order to speed up the process? I have a student job right now that they're saying I can keep after graduation, but I can only keep it if I have a work permit.
You can absolutely try. I doubt they'll do it, but you can absolutely try.
And is there any way to, can he start an online business while waiting for his work permit?
Yes, he can.
My daughter petitioned me has been approved, but my I-485 denied. Reason for denying is I lost my status. So what should I do now?
You didn't get denied if you got married to a U.S. citizen. That's not the reason why it was denied. So you need to figure out a better reason why it was denied. You not fall out of status, file an adjustment through marriage, and it's denied because you fell out of status.
But the daughter petitioned.
Even if the daughter petitioned, it's an immediate relative. Assuming the daughter's over 21 and she's a U.S. citizen, that's not the reason it was denied. Okay, so come see me.
Gotcha.
A+ Marketing said, I made a mistake on my I-485 application Part 8. How do I fix it before the interview, which is actually really near?
You can't. At the time of the interview, you fix it before you swear in. You tell the officer, I made a mistake, I want to change the answer.
Hey there, I'm Andrea from Jamaica. Been with my spouse for 5 years, only became my wife since February of this year, less than 90 days of me coming into the country, which I'm now finding out was a violation due to the fact that I have a B2 visiting visa, but had a change of heart and decided to stay in with her instead of returning home. So we were watching some tutorials to help us fill the I-130 and the I-140 the I-485 forms and was about to submit, but then I saw your video about the 90-day rule.
Aha!
Aha!
Thank God.
Aha!
So should I go back home and have her file from there, or can I send off my application? I'm asking you the question here because we can't afford legal help.
Wait 90 days and then file. What's
so but they already got married. So he's saying that he got married before the 90 days, and after watching your show right before he was about to send in the applications, he was like, oh, snap.
So the answer is this: if you got married within the first 30 days, it's automatic misrepresentation.
Mm-hmm.
If you got married between 30 and 90 days, it's a rebuttable presumption. Rebuttable presumption is the government presumes you got married, you came into the United States with the intent of getting married, and you have the right to rebut that and say, no, I didn't come here to get married. I came here to visit, and then something intervening happened, and I changed my mind. And hopefully they believe you, and hopefully you're telling the truth, and then you're fine. If you go back home, you're going to have the same problem, but then be stuck at home. So you might as well at this point file the adjustment here. So if you have to do a waiver, at least you're physically here.
I was in voluntary departure and I married my wife who is a U.S. citizen. Could she file for me to get a green card?
You have to reopen your case first.
Gary says, a friend of mine's mom came up on bogus documents over 15 years ago. Now she's a citizen and wants to file for her mom, but doesn't know what to do.
Well, first of all, hopefully she got a waiver or she committed a misrepresentation on the government all the way to becoming a citizen. But assuming she got a waiver and she wants to file for her mom, and she's a citizen, go file for your mom. It's an I-130 visa petition.
Annalisa is from Guyana, currently living in Guyana, and she was sponsored in December 2013 by her mom, who's a U.S. permanent resident. I've already submitted all my documents. How much longer until I hear from immigration for my interview date? I already received the letter saying they have successfully received all my documents, and now I have to wait on my appointment date.
It's anywhere from 12 to 36 months from the time you filed.
Okay, Ella B says, my husband and I did not attach all the evidence required to support the I-130. We petitioned in January 2019. We only attached a copy of our marriage certificate. He just became a U.S. citizen and we're about to file the AOS. Should we send USCIS the missing documents for the I-130 or wait for the RFE?
Wait for the RFE.